guys. Yesterday I had a crazy day. I didn't have any money left, so I had my mom MoneyGram send some money to me by MoneyGram, and I was just gonna send her the money through PayPal. So she sent $300 to a MoneyGram. The closest MoneyGram was maybe 4 or 5 blocks away, and we walked there. It was at a pharmacy. And I went in there and I asked this lady if there was a MoneyGram there because I did see the sign right outside the pharmacy of MoneyGram in Western Union. So I asked one of the cash register ladies how to use the MoneyGram, and she didn't understand English, so I showed her the picture of MoneyGram on my phone, and she said no, she doesn't know what that is. So I left the store, and I had the kids with me, of course. I left the store and looked around it because I'm like, is the MoneyGram around here? Is it next door? Is it behind it? And I didn't see anything. No MoneyGram. But I did see the sign attached to the store. So I looked around to find the MoneyGram, okay? Didn't see it. I went back inside and I was gonna ask her again, but I'm like, I can't, why would I ask her again? She doesn't know. So I went to the back of the pharmacy, to the pharmacy counter, and I translated what I was asking into Spanish and asked her in Spanish, is this where somebody sent me money through MoneyGram? Is this where I pick it up? And she said, yeah, I need your passport. And so I gave her my passport. I was like, yes. And she tried for about a half an hour to get the money out, and it kept denying her, saying it was the wrong country, saying they don't have enough money. So she's like, oh, come back in an hour. And actually, this was after. This was actually after I went there and didn't have didn't have the reference number for the MoneyGram. So she asked me for my passport and the reference number for the MoneyGram payment, and my phone was dead. So I didn't have the reference number. So I had to walk all the way back to the house, charge the phone. I wrote down the reference number on my arm and also made sure the phone had a little bit of charge just in case. We went all the way back and went to the back, had my reference number, and for about a half an hour she kept trying over and over and over to get the payment. And it just would not go through. She told me that they don't have enough money in the store to cover my MoneyGram payment, so to come back in an hour. And so I went all the way back to get the reference number, tried my phone a little, like I said. And when I got back there, she tried for about a half an hour and could not get the money out. So she said that they don't have enough money in the store to give me the MoneyGram and to come back in an hour. So I was sitting there on my phone texting my mom, asking her to just send $50 because I had $0 at this point and we needed something to drink at least. And we had a little bit of food, but I just didn't even have money to take a Pulmonia anywhere or anything. And it was, yeah. The girls, they won't drink juice. I mean, they won't barely drink water. They only drink juice, which is really frustrating. But so we only had water to drink. Stop using my Grail. So stop, Gia. So I was texting her, asking her if she could send me at least just $50 on MoneyGram and quickly send me the reference number before my phone died, and she did. And so I went to the counter and I gave them the new reference number, and they tried to get the money out, and they said they couldn't. That something must be wrong with their system. So she told me that there was a bigger MoneyGram that for sure could get the money out, and it's downtown. So I didn't even have enough money for a Pulmonia to go downtown, but I figured I could take the Pulmonia downtown and get the money out and pay him after I get the money out. And hopefully that it would work, fingers crossed. So we found a Pomona. I went into the place, I can't remember what it's called, like Electra. Got our driver some pan because he said they had the best pan there. And so then we took the Pomona home, and the Pomona was pretty expensive, but a lot cheaper than a regular taxi in the States. It was $17. It was for a whole hour, so it was about $17 for an hour for Pomona. So now today our task, that took basically most of the day, a majority of the day, good majority of the day, just doing that. I think I got back at like 3 or 4, and we set out at like 10. And Gia slept most of the time, but when she woke up, before we got to the second MoneyGram location, she was very hard to keep like calm. So I had to keep giving her pieces of gum. I know it's not good, but that's all that would help her. She's seen the gum, and all of a sudden she was freaking out, wanting a piece of gum. So that's all that would help her. And on the Pomona ride back, she kept trying to stand up and get out of the carrier that was on my back. So that was not good. And then Savannah dropped something at the bottom of the Pomona, and we're on like a type of freeway, and she's trying to like grab it. And I'm like, no, sit up. And she's like, no, I need to get it. I'm like, no, sit up. So that was pretty crazy. I had to figure out how to get the big bag of laundry to the laundry place. I was thinking of just trying my best to stuff it in my backpack and carrying in an extra bag, and then carrying G in the front, and then taking a Pomona there. I'm afraid they're going to charge me a bunch of money, but it should only be like $1. And I'm going to tell them like $1, and if they say no, then I might just walk. It's only like, it's not very far. I just didn't want to walk having a big, huge linen bag of clothes. Our task for the day is getting the laundry to the laundromat. And it's already 9:30, I think. I think we should probably get going very soon, just so we can get it by the end of the day. I'm going to go do that probably now. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.